Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I am so delighted you're here with me today because today I am going to be talking about how to deepen your trust in yourself. If you have ever doubted people, situations, or doubted whether or not the universe is going to bring you what's for your highest good, and whether you can actually trust in the universe so that you can learn how to let go and go with the flow, then today's episode is just for you. But before we get started, we have a word from today's sponsor.
Hi, I'm Walt Thiessen from the LOA Today podcast. LOA nominally stands for the Law of Attraction, but it more meaningfully stands for Living Our Abundance. We subtitle the show Your Daily Dose of Happy because my 10 co-hosts and I aim to raise our vibe with every show, Monday through Friday. Here are what some of our listeners told us recently about why they listen to the show. Jody wrote, I'm a faithful listener, and I look forward to having all of you at dinner each evening because that's when I listen into your show. Deborah wrote, had to listen to it about 5 times to really grasp it all, and I thought I already understood the enormous transformative power of appreciation. And from Barbie, not that I'm addicted or anything, but was there an episode Friday? I can't find it anywhere. And yes, Barbie did find that episode of the podcast. So subscribe to the LOA Today podcast on all major platforms every weekday, Monday through Friday, and get your daily dose of happy with the LOA Today podcast.
All right, guys, so how do you learn to deepen your trust in the universe and in yourself? Our society is all about needing to have control, creating a life that makes you happy. And for many of us, that means we have to take charge, right? We need to be in control of our own destiny. The problem with that is we tend to struggle and fight upstream because we make our lives more complicated than it has to be. If we can learn how to trust in the universe and trust in ourselves, we make better decisions. We aren't as stressed out because we don't feel like we need to control every little thing that happens to us. So many things turn out better for us when we can learn how to control or give up control and learn how to just let go and deepen our trust. Many of us really struggle with this trust thing. And for many of us, it's because trust issues started a long time ago. For many of us, we felt let down by people in our lives or by situations that happened to us where maybe the outcome we wanted didn't happen. So we felt like we couldn't trust others, or maybe we made bad decisions in the past, so we feel like we can't trust ourselves. It doesn't really matter what causes it. It just puts up a wall and makes it harder for us to learn how to let go and really deepen our trust in the universe. Because if we can't even trust ourselves, how can we trust the universe, right? So how do you deepen that trust? The first thing you need to really understand is that surrendering is the number one thing you can do. Just surrender. And there's a lot of peace that comes with that. I know that there have been times in my life when I wanted to try to control every little thing. And no matter what I did, nothing that I wanted to happen was happening. The complete opposite was happening. And the more that I tried to control the situation, the worse things got. Whether it was trying to control a person and how they were behaving in a relationship, or even trying to control the outcome of someone's health, everything that I did to try to control just made things worse. It didn't help at all. So when you get to that point, you're arriving at this very crucial and critical place, which is where you either keep going and continue to bang your head against the wall, getting no results whatsoever, or you decide, hey, this is out of my control, and I'm going to surrender. The problem comes when we wait way too long to surrender. For many of us, we'll sit there and bang our head on that wall until we knock a hole into it before we're going to give up and say that we surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean you're weak or that you've lost. and you're not a victim, all it means is that you're going to stop struggling. You're going to stop resisting what the universe is trying to bring you. Because honestly, when we get to this place where things are out of our control, it's generally because we are trying to resist what's either for us, we're trying to knock down doors that aren't for us, or we're trying to ignore the signs that the universe is giving us. So there's a lot of strength in just being able to surrender and say, okay, everything I'm doing is not working. I'm surrendering to the universe and to your will, whatever your highest good is for my life, because I don't know what it is. There's a little bit of peace in being able to let go of that need to control. Also, you have to tune into love. Love is the force that really drives the entire universe. And there's a lot of grace in love. Love is a positive thing, right? It's helping, it's caring. Love is the thing we need to come back to when we start experiencing destructive behaviors. Because honestly, when we start trying to control things in our lives, we tend to turn to destructive behavior, whether it's pushing people away or procrastinating and not wanting to do things, whining and complaining and being the victim. Love is understanding that there is a higher plan for us. And we want to attract that emotion of love. And the more that we can tap into love, the better off we'll be. So tapping into love means showing grace to yourself and to others when things are not really in your control, because it can be very easy to snap and to jump all over people when things aren't going your way. But honestly, that's the worst thing you can do. And I'm very bad about that sometimes too. Don't put me on the phone with a sales rep when I'm having a bad day. I have to tell myself, like, this isn't this person's fault. And you have to come back to a place of love, because this isn't going to solve anything and it's not going to help anything. And the kinder you can be and the more grace you can show, the more things really kind of fall into place. And that's a hard one, because we don't always want to show ourselves love and grace, but we really need to. We also need to release those things that are out of our control. This is a hard one because we want to have control. It's like our nature, especially if you've gone through trauma. And I mean, everyone has experienced some sort of trauma in their lives. When you experience trauma, you have a need to control things because that feels safe. Things were out of your control and things didn't feel safe. So now we want to try to make sure that we have control over everything. But control doesn't mean that the best outcome is going to happen. Control just means I have to tell you when and what and where, and then that limits the universe. The universe has so much authority, so much power. The universe is infinite. And when we try to control everything, we're really stifling what the universe can bring in. So as part of our process of growing and learning, we need to learn how to relax and let go of control. And when you start trying to control everything, it is a very rigid feeling. You might feel very tense and like a tightness in your chest. That's your body reacting to that tension of you trying to control, because you're actually going against the flow of things. And when we go against the flow, we make things much more difficult for ourselves. Everything becomes a struggle instead of just learning to let go and go with the flow. And it sounds a lot easier, I know, to say just go with the flow. And you're probably thinking, yes, but how do I do that? The first thing is, when you feel that that struggle is coming on, lean into it and try to understand, why are you feeling the need to control this? Like, what's happening here? For many people, that need to control comes from a place of fear. What are you afraid of? Actually listening to yourself and wondering, what am I afraid of, is a good place to start, because if we know what it is we're fearing, most of the time we'll realize that that fear is actually not valid. It's irrational. The things that we fear the most probably aren't going to happen. So try to lean into that need to control to understand more about why you're experiencing this. Also, if you think about it, look at everything that happens in nature. The natural world is all about flow. When I went for a walk one time when I was walking through these mountains, there was a little stream that was flowing by, and I could have sat there and just watched this for hours. It was just that relaxing, the sound of the flow of the water. But the message that I got as I was sitting there watching the stream is that our lives are supposed to be like the stream. There's supposed to be a natural flow, and it's not supposed to be struggle. We're not supposed to be fighting upstream. When you watch this little, I don't know, I guess we would call it, if it's running through a mountain, that it was just a little stream. If you're watching the stream, it sounds peaceful. Watching it flow gently was mesmerizing. And it was a very relaxing and peaceful experience. And that's what our life is supposed to be like, for the most part. When it becomes not peaceful and when it becomes difficult, it's usually because we're trying to struggle and fight upstream because we're trying to control some aspect of our lives. If you really look at how easy and peacefully that water flows, and much of nature is in balance, then you realize that that's what life's really supposed to be. And if we can learn to trust and let go, it can be more peaceful. It can have more ease and not just be a struggle constantly. Another thing that's important is to show gratitude. Being grateful and thankful to the universe actually helps you, because it helps you to feel like you're supported. If you sit and you think about all of the ways in which the universe provides for you, you'll realize that the universe really is there, and the universe really does have your back. Most of the time we focus on the negative, right? We sit and we want to think about all of the ways in which the universe didn't come through for us. And the truth is, the universe always comes through for us. Sometimes we make things harder than it's supposed to be. And sometimes the universe is trying to bring us things and we get in our own way. When we look at our lives and look for the evidence that the universe is always with us and is always supporting us, it's there. We see it so easily. It's important for you to really be aware of everything in your life. The more you listen and the more you pay attention to everyday things in your life, you will learn again how to connect to the intuitive guidance the universe is giving you, because we all have it. I know some people say, I don't have this intuitive guidance. Yes, you do. We all have it. We were all born with this. But many of us have just learned to tune it out. And it is a learned thing to tune it out. We were very much connected when we were young. But as we've gotten older, we've learned to listen to society and to our family and our friends instead of listening to the universe. And it's understandable. But when we work on focusing on the positive and being aware of our thoughts daily and everything that's going on, we learn to really pay attention to the synchronicities in our lives. The universe is always sending us signs, always sending us messages, but we don't always see it. We miss it because we're just walking through life with our blinders on and life's going by so fast. We do not even notice the signs that get put in front of us. I know that there have been many times in my life where I've asked for guidance and then I thought, well, I'm not getting anything. Why am I not getting any guidance from the universe? And it was once I slowed down and I took the time to actually connect, show a little gratitude to the universe, and to sit in stillness, that the signs would come. And honestly, after I did that, they were usually huge signs, like smack you over the head kind of signs. But I wasn't getting them before because I wasn't paying attention. You have to start focusing on being fully present in every moment, not going into that autopilot mode, which is so easy to do. That intuition, it's part of your inner guidance system. And it's a subtle part of your consciousness. When you learn to sit in stillness, if you do meditations, that's gonna come to the forefront of your consciousness instead of being in the background when you probably don't notice it. You'll become more aware. And you may even just start to feel like, oh, I feel like I should do this. And you may not know why you're being guided. Like, I need to go to this cafe, and you don't know why you're guided to go there. And then you meet the love of your life there. Or perhaps you're guided to go to this networking event, and you go there and you're not sure why you went there. And then you meet someone who wants to work with you and offer you a job. The universe has amazing and subtle ways of guiding us, but we have to learn to connect more deeply to our intuition. And that means we have to take the time to get quiet and to get still, to show gratitude. That connects us even deeper to our intuition. The other thing to really remember is to show yourself grace. The universe is trying to show you how good the universe is. We have so many things around us that say that we should focus on negativity. If you watch the news, you're on social media all of the time, all you're going to see is the negative, because it's so rare that people want to write stories about something positive. Fear sells, and you have to learn how to take a break from that. And I'm not saying bury your head in the sand, but take breaks now and again. And for every negative thing you hear, try to seek out the positive. Everything that makes you feel blessed, look for that in your life. The more you look for those things, the more you're going to see those things in your life. Being connected, enjoying the little things, like the next time you see the sun, the sun rise as you go to work, instead of thinking about how you hate that you have to get up so early to go to work, focus on looking at the sunrise and how beautiful and amazing that is. When we choose to look around and to find the beautiful things in life, life becomes more beautiful. We are all here, and we are all connected in one. It's important that you understand that you're not alone here on earth. We all came here to experience this crazy world together. We're trying to learn and to grow. You want to experience life, and you want to embrace it all. Seek to understand that everything is in harmony. I know you're not seeing that right now. I know that right now everyone is depicting the world as everyone is against one another. We're all fighting, and it would be easy to believe that because that's what we're seeing right now in the news. But the truth is, we are all one. Really invest in yourself, in your community, in your family. Seek connection with others. That's also going to help you. When you engage with the world, you realize that not everyone is fighting. Not everyone hates one another. There's still good in the world. There's still good people. And that's really how we can also start to learn to trust more. The act of seeing yourself in community with others can help to bring harmony and trust into your awareness, which can help you to learn to trust yourself more. And really, I also like journaling and asking myself, where in my life did I trust myself? And where did that go right? Because I'm sure that there are examples you can find from your own life. You didn't always make bad decisions. Things didn't always go wrong for you. You can trust yourself because you have proven to yourself that in the past, when you've trusted yourself, things went well. Do the same for the universe. Where in my life, when I ask for something or when I needed guidance, where did I get it? And when you can start showing yourself more and more evidence that, yes, I can trust the universe because when I trusted the universe, when I asked for this, the universe came through. Start focusing on all of the ways that you've seen the universe provide for you. And you're going to see that you really can trust in universal timing and guidance. The universe does provide. We just need to pay more attention, be more focused. All right, guys. Well, I wanted to pull a card for you today. And the card I pulled for you is from the Soul Truth deck. It's the Self-Awareness card deck by Brienne Hovey. And if you like this podcast, join me over on Patreon for just $5 a month. You get 2 extra episodes of Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness each week, and they're commercial free. And you also, if you want to join the top tier membership for $10 a month, you get readings and guided meditations, and then the video of the interviews that I do. So when I have guests on my show, I take the video interviews and put those on my Patreon page. And I would love to have you over there. The link is in the show notes, so come join us on Patreon. It's so much fun. So the card today says, how can I deepen my trust right now? Trust, surrender. Let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Today's soul action is let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain within yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Yeah, and there's something to that. Learning how to trust yourself more deeply allows you to trust others deeply as well. So if trust has been a thing for you, start looking at how and where in your life were you able to trust yourself and you made good decisions, because I know that you will be able to find those examples. And from there, you will start building even more trust for yourself, because you'll realize that this I can't trust myself, that's just a lie. It's a lie you've told yourself. You focused on 1 or 2 times where it didn't turn out well, but there are a lot more examples of times where you trusted yourself and things worked out, or that you trusted the universe and things worked out. So spend a little time and think about, when did I see an example in my life where I trusted myself and I made a good decision? Or when was there a time in my life where I trusted the universe and I surrendered control and everything worked out? All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here with me today. As always, if you like this podcast, please subscribe. Please leave a positive review from wherever you're listening. You can join me on social media. All of my links are in the show notes. And if you want a personalized reading with me or coaching with me, you can go to my website, melissaoatman.com. There you'll see all the services I offer. You can purchase them from my website and then contact me at my email, melissaoatman77@gmail.com. And you can schedule your session with me. I hope you guys have a beautiful day today from wherever you're listening. As always, I am sending you so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.